Sage Wanderer here, coming at you from my van down by the river. So, it looks like Flynn has been flung. Flynn has just pled guilty to lying to the FBI. So apparently this is a felony. Now, the big question is, what does this mean? If you listen to the mainstream media, they're saying this is proof that he's rolling over on Donald Trump and he's going to be giving up all of this information that makes Donald Trump look like this big, bad Russia conspirator. Well, the problem with that argument is that this is the very thing that they first started questioning him about. This is the thing that caused Donald Trump to fire him from his cabinet after just a month working in the office there. And so it's not like, this is a different charge. If they had charged him with jaywalking or they hadn't charged him at all, I would say he cut a deal. But what kind of deal would you cut when they got you for, and they're prosecuting you for the thing they said they were going to prosecute you for, a lie that you told? Apparently it's the same lie that he told to Mike Pence that caused Donald Trump to fire him to begin with. But I got to say, Mueller's desire to go after Flynn and press charges against him for basically failing to tell them the whole truth and nothing but the truth in their interviews, then that makes me wonder about Q. So here's the problem that I have with Q and the whole story and all the narrative. Okay, so say what you want about him predicting Saudi Arabia, say what you want about this other stuff, but there were a lot of predictions around the time of Thanksgiving that to me really didn't pan out, didn't flesh out as far as I could see. And the main principle, the number one thing that I just can't buy from the whole Q Anon narrative is that Mueller has been flipped and that he's on our side, on the side of Donald Trump. And that this is a smokescreen, so they go after the real bad guys, the pedophiles and all of the... To me, if that part doesn't hold on up, then Q is absolutely a deep state mole and he's messing with your mind and it's a psyop. And I'm not seeing any evidence whatsoever that Mueller is anything but what we thought he was. A full-on pawn of the deep state who's trying to go after Trump and his administration on any little detailed thing they can get him on. And as far as the mainstream media's attitude that this means something in the investigation and that this is somehow evidence that Flynn is rolling over on Trump, I just don't see it. To me, it looks like a guy getting ticketed for jaywalking when he actually jaywalked. Now, if jaywalking were felony. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me that there's any kind of evidence that Flynn is, in fact, cooperating with the FBI, or they wouldn't be charging him for what they brought him in there to charge him with, which is being a liar, pants on fire. And that's what Donald Trump fired him for, was for lying to Mike Pence right in his face. So I think it's still a giant nothing burger. I think the Russian collusion thing's a giant Russian nothing burger with Russian dressing. And I think Q is being found out to be not legit. And he may have inside information. He may be even very close to the president. But I don't think he's telling us the truth about Mueller. Or Mueller would have left Flynn alone. Just my opinion. You guys have your right to yours. Hash it out in the comments section. But I just wanted to let you know, Flynn did in fact plead guilty to lying to the FBI. All right. God save the Republic.